Well, there's a wonderful story with this same kind of drama in it in the Bible in Matthew chapter 14. And this is a story that takes place just after Jesus finishes feeding about 5,000 people with a couple of pita bread and a can of sardines, and then he's going to hang around and just minister to people for a little while and listen to them, probably cry with some of them, heal some of them. We don't know what he did. But he tells his disciples, he's got an idea in mind. He knows what he wants his disciples to do next. And so he says to them, I want you to go down to the Sea of Galilee, which is actually just a freshwater lake, but it's called a sea. I want you to go down to the Sea of Galilee. I want you to get in a boat and cross over to the other side. Well, these guys are fishermen. That's no big deal. They spent their life in a boat, so they could do this. This was a pretty simple request that Jesus gave them to do. So they do what he says. They go down to the lake. They get in the boat. They head out. And they get halfway across the lake. And what happens? A big storm blows in. And suddenly, these fellas are in danger of being swamped. You know, if you've ever been in a boat, especially a boat that is powered by oars or manpower, and if the waves are against you and the wind is really blowing, the only way you can keep from just going in the drink is you've got to head into the wind and you've got to keep rowing for all you're worth. Otherwise, you're going to be swamped. So you can imagine what they're thinking. Well, Jesus told us to get in this boat. He told us to cross over to the other side. We did what he said. And now we're going to die in this storm. Well, what about you? Have you run into any storms in your life as you've tried to follow God? You know, maybe you said, yes, God, I'm going to spend 15 minutes with you every single day in Bible study and prayer. But it's been 5 days now, and you're just barely keeping your head above water. You can't even remember where you put your Bible. And the only prayer you're praying is, God, help. Or maybe you said, yes, God, I'm going to smile at everyone I meet today. But it's 10 a.m. 3 people have already cut you off in traffic. 1 flipped you a bird. You didn't even get time for breakfast. By the time you got to work, the coffee pot was empty. Your boss just added another whole load of work to your desk. You're going to be there till 6 o'clock tonight. And this is supposed to make you smile?